Preterito. A review of the Preterito. So first, let's look primero at our terminaciones. Our terminaciones. And we're going to try another visual representation. Normally, we always present it when we go the yo form, the to form, the la usted. Let's try this vertically, because I do want to show you one little thing. So we're going to make a little chart. We have the yo, the to, the el, ella, usted, the nosotros, los otros, and then the ellos, ellas, ustedes. Okay, so we have the terminaciones. All right, for our verbs that end in ar, what does the yo form end in? Oh, not all at once, kids. You've only been studying this for 3 chapters. Let's try again. AR verbs end in then aste, o. Now what? Amos. Astes and aron. Muy bien, aron. Good job. Aron. Okay. Now we have our ER and IR. And remember, for the Preterito, ER and IR are the same, right? They have the exact same endings, okay? But it's iste, yo, imos, istes, and what's this last one? Ieron. Yeah, way to sound that out. Ieron. Okay? And we're actually going to add one more column. For our endings, for the verbos irregulares, the ones that were the orthographic stem changers, ortográficos, los verbos ortográficos. Like, what were our orthographic ones? That was the J group, the Jota group,
and the weirdo.
the V group, and the weirdo group. Okay, all of these ones, what are their endings for those? Oops, I wrote today. What are they? A. Iste. O. Imos. Istes and Ieron. Now, the only thing, though, with this weirdo group is on the ieron, what other note do we need to make?
It's just...
What do you think, senor?
Is it aron for the J group only?
Yeah, the Jota group only, the J group only. The J group only ends in eron, right? Eron, not ieron, okay? Now, let's take a look at these. What do you notice? Look at and see if you see any patterns or anything.
ER and IR and orthographic are the same in the to form.
Okay? ER and IR.
The nosotros, los otros, and part of
The ellos, ellas, ustedes, right? These 3 are all the same, except for that J group. They're exactly the same as ER and IR. And so is the to form. Miss Sheldon was kind of drawing a pattern, and she noticed that it did this. Iste, o, imos, but then it goes straight. Imos, istes, and hierro. But it kind of goes back and forth between those 2. Okay? But what do you notice about all of the orthographic stem changers? None of them have what? Acentos. There are absolutely no acentos on any of them. Okay? No acentos. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the señales. We have been talking about señales, signals. And you didn't know really why I kept emphasizing this so much on this chapter. You're going to figure this out, okay? The señales are going to be really, really important to us. And tonight, on your homework, I would like to have you guys are going to start making flashcards of the signals between the imperfect and the preterite tense. Some of you may have a lot of these flashcards already done, possibly from last trimester. But also, to make things a little bit easier, we are going to try to color code things. So the Preterito is always going to be in rojo. Preterito is always going to be in rojo. So everything you do, rojo, okay, for the Preterito. So when you do make your flashcards, I really do want those flashcards either on red paper or colored red or written in red, something like that that makes it very obvious to you. Okay? Senales. So, around the room, here we go. Senales. Dirk, what do you have? Ayer. Ayer. Muy bien. Adriana?
Hoy. Or I.
No, sorry, I should have explained this better. Signals for the preterite. These are signals that indicate to us, hey, we need to use the preterite tense here. So things like yesterday, how do you say like last night? Yeah, what is it?
I totally forgot.
Somebody help her out.
Anoche.
Anoche. Ayer, anoche. How about the day before yesterday? Anteayer. Okay? So I would highly suggest if you don't know these right off the top of your head, then make sure you write them down. Write down the meaning also. Write them down either way, so you have a list all in one place. Aurora, ¿tienes otra? ¿Otra señal del preterito? Señales del preterito. I'm coming back to you, Reba.
Ya.
Ya. ¿Qué significa ya?
Already.
Already, like when you guys tell me, ya terminé, I've already finished. It's done, it's over with, it's kaput. Dime, Rock.
How about el año pasado?
Good, man, I like it. We have el año pasado. El año pasado. El año pasado. El año pasado is last year. How would I say last week? Okay, hold on. Those are two different ones. So what was just last week is la semana. And now we need to make sure our adjectives go after, and they also have to agree. Semana means week, so it's la semana pasada. Pasada, right? La semana pasada. Okay, now how about last weekend? Yeah, you're on it, Asura. Let's hear your voice, not just lip read over there. Let's see, what is it?
El fin de semana pasado.
Good woman, muy bien. We have el fin de semana. And is it going to be pasado or pasada? I'm hearing both. This says semana. Why would you not put pasada?
Because it's el.
El fin is masculine, and that's what we're describing. The end of the week. That's like extra information. Past. Last weekend. Okay? Todo bien? Kilmer, do you have another one for us?
El 8 de febrero.
El 8 de febrero, or anyone, el 8 de febrero, or any one specific date in the past, right? Any one specific date in the past. That's absolutely perfect. Muy bien. Okay? Otra? Did you come up with one?
Una vez.
Una vez. Muy bien. ¿Qué significa una vez?
One time.
One time. Now, tell me, why would that be preterite? Why would that be a preterite indicator? Una vez. This one time, I went.
Because it's a completed thing, like you did it that one time and you didn't say if you did it again.
Exactly. It's a completed action, one time. How would I say one night? Una noche. How about one day?
Un día.
Masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Let's write that one down just to make sure. Un día. We have un, because día is masculine. Un día, one day. Okay? What about my favorite one? Suddenly. Yeah, de repente. De repente. Suddenly. De repente. Suddenly. Muy bien. Otras.
Ubo.
Ubo is an irregular form of the prior tense. Do you want to should we add that to our notes just to have? Ubo, what is ubo? ¿Qué significa ubo? There were, or there was or were, and it's the preterite form of what verb? Haber, and what is the present tense of haber? What do you know? What form? I, right? I is the present tense. Ubo is the preterite. That's a good one to point out because that one's a tough one to remember. Muy bien. Other preterite indicators? Dime.
Hace like 2 años.
Okay, hace, hace, plus a number of some sort, right? plus a period of time. Okay, for example, hace 2 años. Hace 5 meses. What would hace 5 meses be?
5 months.
5 months ago. Hace 5 meses would be 5 months ago. How do you say 5 minutes ago? Hace 5 minutos. Perfecto. Okay, so hace, and in English this basically translates to ago, right? 2 years ago, 5 minutes ago. Okay, it basically translates to your ago. Okay, are we missing any other preterito ones? Anybody? No? Okay, let me look at my cheat sheet here and see what we have. Okay, how do you say this? We're going to do alguna vez. Alguna vez. Alguna vez. Alguna vez is sometime or one time. Anterior, we got that one. Okay, how about finally? Finalmente. And what's another way to say it?
Or último.
Finalmente or por fin. Those are often going to indicate the preterite tense. Okay? ¿Estás cansada? And then the last one we're going to add is de pronto. De pronto. And de pronto is pretty similar a little bit to de repente. De pronto is like all of a sudden. All of a sudden. De repente is suddenly. Okay? De pronto. All right? Now, Miss Jordan actually already talked about this a little bit with us. Okay? The uso, she told us, what did you say again when you use the preterite tense?
Oh, when it's a completed action.
Okay, she said we want to use the preterito when it's a completed action. A completed action. Anytime it's a completed action, you want to use the preterito. Okay, I agree. I agree. Okay, in English, what do preterite verbs usually end in English? Just to give us a comparison between English and Spanish. What do they usually end in English?
ING.
That's present progressive. ING, you're doing something. What? Ed, right? Ed. Okay? Ed. Jumped. Fired. I can't think of any ED ones. All I can think of are the irregular ones. Runned, swimmed. No, we have irregulars in English just like in Spanish, right? Swim and ran. Okay?
Swam.
Thank you. Climbed. Others. Someone help me out. I said jumped. We can't think of them now. Danced. Okay? Hunted. Okay? Shooted. You shooted something. You shot it. See, but now do you start to see all the irregulars we have in English? So everybody was whining about all of these preterite irregulars that we had, because we did have a lot of irregular preterites. But look at English. Okay? You guys ever watch Modern Family?
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Okay, you watch Modern Family on there, and she, in one of the emails, one of the shows, she sent an email she didn't mean to, and she keeps saying, I sended it! I sended it! It's that same, she's working from Spanish to English, and we don't say sended, we say sent. But all of the other verbs end in ed. Ah, yeah? Okay? Other times that we're going to use the preterite, okay, are for actions that occur at a specific point, and that's important, a specific point in the past. One year ago, I graduated. I graduated 1 year ago. If I were to draw a timeline, I think of the preterite tense kind of like a timeline. And you can see where an event starts and where it stops. You can see that it's a completed action. It's done and it's over with, okay? You're also going to use the preterite tense. You're going to use it for simple or isolated actions. simple or isolated actions. And you say to yourself, what on earth does that mean? Simple and isolated actions. I think of this sometimes as like when you're doing lists. This morning I woke up at 6:30. I fed my dog, made coffee, took a shower, brushed my teeth, poured my juice, and went out the door. Are any of those actions affecting the other ones? Not really, right? It's like a series of events, okay? It's almost a series of events, okay? They're isolated actions, okay? He ate at Taco Bell. All right, done, over with, completed, that's it, okay? And yeah, I'm going to put this one on here and I'll explain it later. Main action or event. The main action or the event of something. It was raining really hard, and it was dark and stormy. Has anything happened yet? No. Are any of those preterite actions?
No.
It was raining, it was dark, it was stormy? No? Okay. I was super excited because Spain had just won the World Cup. I was super excited. Is that a preterite action?
Oh.
I was super excited. Has anything happened yet? Because Spain won the World Cup. Spain just won the World Cup. Now has something happened? That's your main action, your event. Okay? Your main action. It's what happened. With the preterite tense, you're going to be thinking about ¿qué pasó? What happened? ¿Qué pasó? What happened? Okay, someone walks in with a big cast on their leg. Okay? And I say, oh, ¿qué pasó? What happened? What would they answer? Nothing. It just put on a cast randomly. Okay? They'll tell me, oh, I was skiing up at Schweitzer when a skier cut me off and I broke my leg. I broke my leg. That's the main action, right? That's the thing that happened. Yes? Todo bien? Okay, let's get the imperfecto. I wonder if we should pause the video. Yeah, let's pause.